Like Pavlov's dogs, who would salivate at the sound of a metronome after some thorough mental conditioning, we gamers are simple animals. We also learn to equate certain sounds with feelings of happiness and satisfaction. So, I wanted to make a list of some of the most satisfying sounds in NES games. This is in no way exhaustive. I'll probably do more of these as I go. But, here we go. First up, leveling in any Dragon Warrior game. This sound will always feel like a psychological pat on the back for my hours of grinding in this classic game. For 1 and 2 especially, it took quite a bit of work sometimes to get over the experience threshold for a level up. And in these games, as wonderfully simplistic as they are, levels are about the most important factor in your character's ability. That's probably why it's so satisfying to finally get those kills on the metal slimes and babbles. Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest, the whipping damage sound. I love this game. I know it has a controversial reputation in the retro game community for having some unique mechanics, but the overall experience for me is fantastic. One thing nobody can dispute, however, is the quality of the sound design. The music and sound effects are amazing, and some of the music has become a staple for the entire Castlevania series. Anyway, this noise specifically, while odd, and it doesn't really fit what it's supposed to represent, which is a monster getting hit by a whip, the sound always sends a jolt of happiness down my brainstem. I can never get tired of hearing this. Legend of Zelda, the secret discovery sound. This one is a classic. Who doesn't enjoy the sound of discovering something? Not all of the secrets in this game are incredibly useful, but that doesn't mean the sound isn't incredibly satisfying. The original Legend of Zelda game is full of secrets, and there's usually no indicator as to where they exist, so you kind of have to go around bombing random walls and burning every bush you see. Honestly, it's pretty arduous, but hearing the happy sound makes it all worth it. It gives you a feeling of aha, which is incredibly satisfying. Final Fantasy I Victory Fanfare. The original Final Fantasy was actually kind of a difficult game in some spots, especially when you're going into it blind with no guide or internet to help, as some of us old-timers had to do. That said, this battle fanfare is one of the most satisfying and recognizable sounds in video games. Even after just the first few notes, you immediately know what the sound is and where it came from. As a matter of fact, this sound is permeated all the way through all the Final Fantasy games. There's nothing better than beating a group of ogres or a tough enemy and being rewarded with this victory fanfare. It's such a satisfying and happy sound that it fills me with absolute joy when I hear it. So, you tell me, which noises do you find particularly satisfying or happy? Leave a comment and let me know, and until next time, thanks for dropping in.